didn't know what else to do. And very difficult pot. Hang on, these balls haven't stopped rolling yet. Well, there's good and bad news here.
Judd Trump has stormed into the World Open like a man on a mission, because he actually is. But what's the reason behind his relentless pursuit of victory? There's a cool £100,000 bonus dangling in front of him like a golden carrot, and all he needs to do is smash his way to 100 centuries in a single season. Sounds simple enough for the world number one. With 5 centuries in just 2 matches, Trump has already racked up 79 tons for the campaign. He's on track to hit the magic number. The World Snooker Tour threw out the challenge and promised 6 figures to any player who could achieve the Century of Centuries milestone. And guess what? Trump is the only one realistically capable of pulling it off. But just when things seemed unstoppable, the plot took a dramatic twist.
106. 130. Go out and a match.
Trump suffered a shocking exit at the hands of Joe O'Connor in the ongoing 2025 World Open. Even superheroes have their days off, but you can bet he's already plotting his comeback arc. Trump has been in terrifyingly good form this season. His trophy cabinet welcomed yet another UK Championship title in December thanks to his victory over Barry Hawkins. He also dominated at the Shanghai Masters and the Saudi Arabia Masters, leaving a trail of defeated opponents in his wake. And now, with May approaching, all eyes are on his bid for a second World Championship title. The World Open began with Trump firing on all cylinders, delivering a ruthless 5-0 win over Xing Jihao, complete with 2 more centuries to his name.
Foul. Judge Trump 4. Frame conceded. Frame unmatched.
This was a warning shot to the rest of the field. And if history is anything to go by, Trump loves a bit of drama on the big stage. With the century record within reach and a hefty bonus waiting, the big question remains, can Judd Trump pull it off? Stay tuned, because this season is shaping up to be one for the history books. Sometimes in sports, it's better to be lucky than good. But what's the reason behind this saying? Well, when the world number one, Judd Trump, gets lucky, his opponents might as well start considering a career change. This was painfully evident during the World Open in Yushan a year ago, when Trump pulled off not 1, but 2 jaw-dropping flukes against a stunned Kyren Wilson in a tense quarter-final showdown. A masterclass in both skill and sheer luck. The match was tied at 2-2. With Wilson clawing his way back from a 2-0 deficit thanks to breaks of 66, 70 and 58. The 5th frame was anyone's game, dragging on for an hour after a re-rack. Both players fought hard, but just when it seemed like no one could break the deadlock, Trump's cue skills completely changed the game. Stuck in a tough spot, he took a wild shot at a distant green, hoping for the best. The ball bounced off 4 cushions like it had a mind of its own, and against all odds, found its way into the baulk pocket. Former world number 3 Neil Fold sat back, taking in the moment with a mix of surprise and amusement. He figured there was a lot to process, especially for Kyren Wilson, who could only sit and watch in disbelief. A fluke like that is tough to swallow, and with the match hanging in the balance, what happened next could change everything. As if one ridiculous fluke wasn't enough, Trump found himself snookered behind the blue while trying to hit the brown. He sent the cue ball flying off one cushion at full speed, and the brown rolled straight down the yellow pocket. Trump didn't waste the golden opportunity. He capitalized on his stroke of fortune, cleaning up the frame to go 3-2 up. With breaks of 59 and 63, he closed out a 5-2 victory and marched into the semi-finals, where he defeated Jackson Page 6-2. The grand finale was a dominant 10-4 win over Ding Shunhui, securing Trump the trophy and a sweet £170,000 prize. Trump wasn't done making headlines. He followed up with 3 more centuries in a 5-1 win over Long Zihuang at the World Open in Yushan, bringing his season total to 79 tons. And with the World Grand Prix, Players' Championship, Tour Championship and World Championship still ahead, he only needs 21 more to hit the magic 100. Trump reflected on his season, realizing that maybe he should have entered a few more tournaments. He hadn't expected to get this close, but taking time off had done wonders. Feeling more relaxed, he had been scoring heavily over the past few months, proving that sometimes a break could be just as important as the game itself. And as for whether the world snooker bosses might be sweating over that six-figure bonus, Trump had the perfect response. It would be nice to ruin the Christmas party and take the £100,000 party money away.
Yeah, it would be nice to ruin the Christmas party and take the £100,000 party money away.
With a form like this, they might want to start budgeting for that payout right now. Judd Trump has been playing the season on his own terms, skipping a few events and still managing to stay ahead of the competition. But what's the reason behind his selective schedule? Well, when you're at the top, you get the luxury of picking and choosing your battles. Being world number one definitely has its perks. Trump saw the bright side of his position, noting that with so many opportunities available, players had the luxury of taking a week off when needed. Trump's dominant form has allowed him to take a breather without worrying about his ranking. It was a privilege he clearly enjoyed, especially after his strong start to the season. He knows when to step back and when to strike. Trump acknowledged that not every season offered such flexibility. Sometimes players had no choice but to keep playing, no matter how exhausting it got. That's why he appreciated the chance to take the occasional week off, to recharge and stay sharp for the big tournaments that truly mattered. And the really big ones are fast approaching. With the season running until May the 5th and the World Championship on the horizon, Trump still has plenty of chances to rack up 3 more centuries. The Bristol-born snooker star secured his only Crucible title in 2019, but last year he faced a tough exit at the quarter-final stage. If he wants to go all the way this time, he'll need to shake off the disappointment of his recent loss to Joe O'Connor and get back to his usual form. One thing's for sure, if Trump does make it to 100 centuries this season, the World Snooker Tour might start rethinking their generous £100,000 bonus offer. After all, nobody expected him to come this close, and if he pulls it off, he might just make a few officials sweat over the prize money. That's what happens when you're just that good. But what do you think? Can Trump hit the 100th century mark this season? Will he lift another World Championship trophy? Or will the pressure get to him in the final stretch? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and for more snooker content, click on the screen right now.